Hey guys, so it's December 31st, 2022. I cannot actually believe that I'm saying it's December 31st, but yeah, it's December and I am filming in this afternoon. I don't think you can see. Oh yeah, there you go. It's almost 2 o'clock that I am filming this video. It's going to be a net worth update. Ignore my washer going on in the background because I'm doing a whole lot of laundry today, but this is going to be a net worth update video, and it's also going to be my first video in the new series that I'll be doing called The Road to 100K, and I'll explain that in a bit more detail. But first, wine. Yes, I've got wine in here. Put in some orange juice because I'm spritzing it up a little bit. Don't want to get drunk before it's actually time to do the new year thingy majiggy. I do have my iPad here. So my iPad and my laptop also here. These two devices have my vision board, and I've had this vision board for the last 2.5 months. Vision board for 2023. And then on my phone, what I have is like a notification which just says you've got this. I love seeing this every single day, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about my net worth for December 2022, where we are ending at. So every single month, at the end of the month, I take the snapshot of my net worth. So I look into my investments, I look at how much my properties are going for, how much I've got saved and stuff like that. I don't track my car. It's paid off, and I know there's been a boom in secondhand cars. Like, they are really going up in value. I used to track it before, but then I stopped in 2022, and I don't know if for 2023 I want to include it. So far in the tracker that I'm using from Dec, I am not going to, but who knows, I might do. So my laptop here, ready to do the screen record, and I'm going to walk you through my entire template. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and also my plan is to make this video live today. So as soon as I finish filming, I'll be on my sofa and I'll start editing the video, hoping to make it live for you guys before the year ends. This is my plan. Don't hold me to it because who knows, but in any case, so when I'm looking this at this, because I'm staring at my laptop and my wine, because, you know, why not? But before I start with my net worth, I wanted to just show you guys the gratitude book, the goals book, and the reflection book that my sister and her boyfriend got for me. They are so thoughtful. This gift is one of the most useful gifts I have received over the Christmas break, and I'm excited to use it. And I'm actually going to be using this today, but I'm planning to actually start writing like in the last 5 minutes of 2022 and in the early hours of 2023. That is my plan, but again, we shall see, because I'm making a lot of plans today. Whether I'm going to achieve all of the plans that I'm making today, who knows? Only God knows, actually. So yeah, without further ado, let us begin with this net worth update, and I will be looking this side as I start my screen record now. So gonna shrink myself to the corner. So as you can see, net worth, how I track it is I have all of my liabilities at the top of my tracker, and then the assets in the second half of the tracker. So in terms of liabilities, I do have 3 credit cards, and funny thing, I have the Amex American Express card, which I get Avios points for, and I love it. This credit card has allowed me to get so many points, and I have now qualified for a reward flight for me and my companion. And since I'm already a gold member with BA, it was just chef's kiss. So now I'm trying to see where I want to use this reward flight for. So we shall see. I'm still thinking it out, but I have a plan. Then the other 2, I got a little bit out of hand with spending on my Lloyds and my Halifax. As you can see from June, mostly July, all the way until October, it got a little bit out of hand, and I was just like, no, this can't continue. And I literally put my credit cards in a plastic bag, put that plastic bag in a tub, filled it with water, and since then it's been frozen in my freezer. I actually completely forgot until yesterday when I was cleaning out my freezer. I was like, oh my god, I literally forgot that I had these damn cards, but I'm not taking them out. I'm just saying, I'm not using them. I don't want to use them. And I'm also thinking of actually getting rid of one of the credit cards because both the Halifax and the Lloyds give me the same type of rewards. So I'm just thinking probably we'll get rid of the Lloyds. Halifax I have loved and used for a long time, so we shall see, but that's what I am thinking. I'm gonna wait first before I do anything, but that is on the credit cards. Then I have 3 mortgages for my 3 properties, and then I shared in my first ever debt-free Friday video that I now have a loan of £5,000. So with that, we are now going to move to start looking at what my total liability is. At the beginning of 2022, I started with just under 360,000 K, 360,000, yeah, 360,000 pounds is how much I started with in terms of liabilities. And I'm now ending the year with over £500,000 in liabilities. And this is all because, when was it? In July, I remortgaged. That was one. I remortgaged and took out a bit of equity from my home, and I used that equity to help me buy my second rental property. So that increased my liabilities from what I had started with, which was under 360, and I brought it down by June to just still under 360, to be honest. I think I brought it down by over 1,000 or something like that, and it increased from just under 360 to over 500 and almost 540,000. So yeah, you guys, when I was looking at these numbers, I was like, girl, £500,000 in debt. I mean, obviously we always talk about good debt and bad debt, but I was like, £500,000, that's a lot. But in any case, it's all for wealth building and all of that good jazz. So that is on the liabilities. Let us now move to my assets. So with my assets, I have classified them in a couple of buckets. So the houses that I have, my savings accounts and my current account at that time, which acts as a saving sometimes, my sinking funds, then my investments. So this is from my individual savings accounts, my general investments, and then my retirement investments as well. So let us look at this. So with respect to my assets, when I began the year 2022, we started off at £685,000 in assets, which really made me happy because I was above the £500,000 mark, and I was just like, yay, let's see what we can do, what damage we can do in 2022. And then in where is it? So this is July. In July is where we jumped up because I bought the rental property and jumped to 888,000, which was a big jump, but I did buy a property, and you know, that just, oh my god, just made me so happy to think I was under 200K away from $1 million. Oh my god, I was just like, no way, like absolutely no way. But yes, that's where I found myself. And then now we're closing the year 2022 at £936,000 in assets. Like, I come from a not so well-to-do family. Don't get me wrong, we did not struggle. My parents both worked. My dad did business accounting. My mom did, my mom is a nurse, and she's a original side hustler. Like, oh my god, ever since I can remember, my mom has had some sort of side hustle. Like, from baking, knitting, selling items and stuff like that. It's just been like all of my life, she's always had a side hustle. So it makes sense that even me, her daughter, her firstborn daughter at that I take on some of her attributes. And No, I'm not creative. That went to my sister. Me, I can bake, yes, but I don't like baking and selling. I just like baking and eating. But business wise, like that kind of sense, I do get that from my mom and from my dad as well. And my mom is very, very money savvy. She's very money savvy, and I get that from her. And she's my business manager. Yes, mom, I know you're watching. She's my business manager. Like, I always run a lot of ideas past my mom. When it comes to reading like contracts, documents on investments and what have you, that goes to dad. Anything business strategic wise, I always go to mom. We always discuss these things. But yeah, so my assets are 936,000. Now, as you can see here, I know it's a little bit tiny, but what I did is I added in tracking how far away I was from achieving £1,000,000 in assets. Like, I literally had to start tracking this and just seeing it for myself. And I put this in back in July when I found out that I was like 89% of the way there. Now, as we are ending the year, I am at 94% there. Like, oh my god, you guys, oh my god, I just shivered actually, because this is so surreal for me. Like, oh my god. But anyway, that is not even the best news here. I mean, yes, this is great because I'm getting closer to 1,000,000, but I have a beautiful table here on the left. I'm just going to do a lot of zooming and then seeing how this actually appears, because I want you guys to see this clearly. Like, clearly. So January, my net worth. So net worth, if you don't know, and I don't know if I've mentioned this already in the video, but it's your assets minus your liabilities. So what you own minus what you owe. And the number that you get at the end, that's your net worth. So it could be a positive number if you have more liabilities than assets, or a positive number like myself where I have more assets than liabilities. So at the beginning of January, we were at 325,000 in terms of my net worth, which blew my mind. And because your girl is a tracker, I track everything financial meticulously, like really meticulously. So I've been watching that, and I had the goal of, let's see how I can do when it comes to bringing my net worth to 500k, because obviously I'm getting close to 1,000,000 in terms of assets, but that does not always equate to 1,000,000 in net worth, especially when you have liabilities like I do, which I have big mortgages. So I added in this in the second half of 2022, and also tracking year-to-date difference between my net worth. So January, we were at 325k, and as we are ending the year, December, we are at 400k. Oh my god, like, yes, oh my god. So yeah, we are at 400k, which is 80% of the way towards my 500k goal. And if you've watched my 2023 financial goals, I did talk about reaching 1 million in assets, and 2, reaching 500k in my net worth. And that is where the road to 100k comes from, because I now have to reach 100k in 2023 to reach my goal of 500k in net worth to accomplish my 2023 goal. So that's where we are, you guys. My net worth has increased from the start to the end by 74,000k. 74,000. Like, how? Oh my god, you guys, like, how? I mean, obviously I know investing in the stock market has been a big help, but also buying another rental property and the boom in the housing market has been absolutely incredible, like absolutely incredible. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? How did I reach this amount? How did I get to this point? Because I was looking at my 2020 net worth when I started tracking, like when I literally became serious about tracking. I started tracking on the 21st of December 2020, started tracking my net worth, and that's when I was like, oh girl, you are 222k net worth. You have a 200 100K net worth. I didn't know that until I started tracking it. So this is why it's so important to track your net worth. Your net worth does not equal to your personal worth. That is very important to understand. But as somebody who's on a financial journey to retire early, I would like to retire early. I would like to retire my parents so that they don't have to worry about money whatsoever. I would like to set a great foundation for my future kids so that they don't have to worry about money either. You know, so it's kind of like I'm working hard right now for myself, for my future kids, for my parents. And so I'm always tracking, I'm always trying to understand where I am right now in my financial journey. So this is why you see me sharing these numbers with you. This is not to boast. This is to show you what I'm doing to grow my wealth and also learn from you, learn from me as well, of how I can continue to build my wealth. So this is why I'm super excited. Let me stop sharing the screen. Super excited to have reached 400K. Like, to end 2022 on such a high number is actually absolutely incredible. It's such a great feeling, and I cannot wait for 2023, God willing. You know, I've got so many plans. I already have the first quarter of 2023 booked up for travel. Like, oh, so we have to get very financially savvy starting with today. I am a great believer in why wait until tomorrow when you can do something today. So I'm not gonna wait to track like my goals or what I want to accomplish starting January 1st. No, I've actually been planning all of this and what I would like to accomplish in 2023 back in October, because I saw what happened for me when in last year, November, I was in the Maldives and I decided to just plan my goals for 2022, and by Q3 of end of Q3 2022, I'd accomplished all of my goals for the year, all my financial goals. So I was like, okay, let's see if we start early, what that can do for me. I'm giving myself 2 months head start for 2023, and that's absolutely incredible for me. I really love that for me. And if there's anything I would like you to take from this message, is start early, do something to change firstly, change your mindset. When it comes to money, it's all about mindset. Then, no job is too small. Start looking at side hustles. Find ways to increase your income. Invest in the stock market. Invest in rental properties or properties in general. But I found this to be very useful for me on my current financial journey, and I'm excited to see what 2023 has in store. You guys, this video is like over 15 minutes long now, so I am going to end it here. I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me in 2022, for the comments, for the support from everybody. You know, I am so appreciative of this community. Marlene, Snow Gardener 307, yes, that's Marlene. Tasha, absolutely love you, girl. Thank you so much for all of your support. There's so many YouTubers that I could mention in this video, but I'm just gonna stop it there because I'm starting to get a little bit emotional. Maybe it's the wine. Yeah, it's probably the wine. But thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in my new video next week. Bye.